How did Gurudev begin today's keynote Upanishad? Huh? What is mind? What is mind? What is mind?
That which measures through the perception of the five senses.
Okay, but what is mind? Is it a separate entity? Did you get that from the talk? Is it an entity of its own?
No.
Then what is it actually?
I see, I analyze them.
It is consciousness.
Perfect. It is the consciousness that has forgotten itself and goes out into the world through the five senses and gets lost in the objects of the five senses. When it goes out, it is called mana, equal to mind. This, when we learn the skill of withdrawing this from the external objects to the self and resting within in deep meditation, what is it called? Nama. Yes, the reversal of mind is nama. Got it? Mind is mana. Reversal of this mind, going back to its source, is nama. That's why you say Om Namah Shivaya. Yes, when you say prayers, you say, the Gurudevo Namah, Shivaya Namah. What does it mean? Do you understand, or you just by-hearted all these verses because mom, dad taught you and now you just repeat them? What's the point? Understanding. Mom, tell me what is the meaning, otherwise I will not say. This you should have done. So at least your mom would have learned for you. Reversing this mind which got caught in something beautiful that it saw, something very tasty you had. Yes, constantly mind is lost in that. All the time you say, "Nahi, I should be disciplined. I should not get lost in something that, I've tasted." But I get lost in that. Something that I touched. What is sex? Yeah. We have it for pleasure. Have you looked at animals? They have only a particular time in a year when they meet. What was it given to us for, and what have we made out of it? Are you seeing the difference? Yes? This is because of this tendency of the mind to get lost in this Maya and then keep wanting it. You tell me from your experience, is the mind ever going to be satisfied? Give it as much sex as it wants. Give it all the beautiful things in the world. All the beautiful women, all the beautiful mansions. Take all the cars. Is it going to be satisfied? It will again say that. One more. This. Are you seeing this? It's a merry-go-round which never stops. You sat in a merry-go-round, at least when you were little, in a carousel. Yeah? You thought, oh, I'm going somewhere. You are so happy. You're not going anywhere. You're going round and round and round in the same place. Recognize this. This is the tendency of the mind. This is the definition of the mind. It is never going to be satisfied. That is why it is called mana. Yes? It's lost in the 5 sense objects. What are the 5 sense objects? Sight, taste, speech. Speech is not only what I say, what I hear others say. Basically, sense of sound. I get lost in some. He said, I have a crooked nose. He said very nice things also. Oh, very lovely, white dress, looking pretty. But you have a crooked nose. What will I remember? Crooked nose. I forgot all that lovely and pretty and white dress. What did I remember? The negative thing. Are you seeing this? This is the meaning of getting stuck in the sense object. Yeah? So, sense of sound. Next. Touch. So we spoke about sex. It's not just sex. It's also about I want to possess all soft and beautiful things. Yeah? Some people have it. I want all the furs in the world. There are such things, right? So identify what things are you stuck in. Some people want perfumes. There was some lady in my course. She said, you won't believe it. I have a closet full of perfumes. Perfumes from all over the world. Yeah. Different kinds of fetishes, feverishness the mind can develop. So homework number 1 for you. Recognize if you have any of these. There might be something in sense of sight, maybe in sense of smell, sense of taste, sense of touch. Definitely in sense of sound. Why did he say this and why did she say this? Yeah? Right? So write it down. Given on people on Google Hangout, write it down. What is it that my mind gets stuck in? Reversing this is nama. Dropping it, recognizing it. Oh, this is silly. So silly. One little word, no crooked nose. Why am I giving so much importance to a stupid, silly word? Pity. Wake up. Anything that helps you wake up, wake up. All this is temporary. Whether it is people in your life, whether it is situations at home or work, whether you are a millionaire or you are a poor man on the street, it is all temporary. Nothing is permanent. Recognize this. This recognition is Satyam. What is truth? That was the next thing Gurudev covered. What is truth? What is Satyam?
That will change with time and space.
Perfect. Yeah? The past, present and future. These 3 dimensions, 3 kala. That which does not change with these 3 dimensions. That is truth. Will people in your life change? Yes? Yeah? They will go also, no? Many will. Yeah? You will also. Yeah? So people go, people change, situations change. Is there any situation that has always remained? Oh, I am always sad. No, no. Is it possible? Not one person can say that you have always been sad, right? So situations change. Things come and go. Can you have something for the rest of your life? No, I want this house to be mine for the rest of my life. Do you have guarantee? Anything can happen, no? Floods, earthquake. Yeah? I know you have insurance. Yeah? But you will not have the same house, no? Are you seeing what I'm saying? Everything is temporary. Everything is changing, including this body. Even this body is changing, but I think, oh no, my body is like this only, always unhealthy, always pains in my back, oh, always pains in my knee. Yeah? Have you seen the tendency of the mind? It generalizes everything. No, no, this is bad only, it is always like this. Recognize this. If your mind is doing this, wake up to this. This is untruth. Truth is that which does not change. And what does not change, tell me? What is consciousness? Very nice word. Explain now. What energy?
Inside.
Inside what? Huh? Okay, beautiful.
The truth is that which we witness, like what is happening, like which doesn't judge, or which is, that's what we should say, like which is same all the time. Like means I observe, I like it is not the scenery, it is the seer itself.
Beautiful. Now everybody eyes here. Look here. Right now, what is your object? I am the object of your sight. Yeah? Now look at the eyes that are looking at this object of sight. Squeeze your eyes. Feel your eyes. Yeah? Now again look. That you just squeezed is the sense. Through the sense you are looking at the sense object. But who is looking? Are the eyes looking? When this body dies after whatever 80, 90, 100 years if you're lucky, when it falls down, can that eye on that dead body see? Then who was seeing till now?
That is
Consciousness.
That is the seer. Are you seeing that? Yes? The one who is looking at me right now. That is the seer. Yeah? This consciousness again gets lost in the object. When you get lost in the object and forget yourself, then you are the mind. The moment you retract yourself from the object, like you did right now, you looked at the object, then you looked at the sense through which you were looking at the object, and you took one more step looking at the person who is looking. Then you have taken one step back. This process of retracting back is called Nama. Got it? That consciousness does not change in past, present or future. Got it? Trikala baditam yat Tad Satyam. Truth is that which is beyond the three kalas of past, present and future. Yes?
Please repeat the Sanskrit sloka.
Three kala baditam yat baditam yat tad satyam. So you recognize this truth. You are beyond this body. How many of you thought that you are just this body and when the body dies, it's the end? Do you still think like that?
No, not anymore.
But you used to. Yeah, he's very honest. Yeah, he used to. Beautiful. Yeah. This realization, this awakening is very important in life. Huh? I am not this body. I have a tool called the body. I am in this vehicle right now. Yes? Why am I in this vehicle? Because of what? Karma. I did particular karma in my previous lifetimes. I have a bank, a karma bank, which is invisible. Just like your mind is invisible. Yes? It is like a balloon sticking onto my mind right now. Because of that, I am in this particular body, born to a particular mother and father, born to a particular family, in a particular city, in a particular country. Do you see this? It's all because of my karma. Yes? And I keep doing this from one lifetime to the next, to the next, to the next. Because I keep increasing my karmas. I just don't know how to get out of this cycle. So how do you get out of the cycle? How many of you really watched the karma video? All of you, huh? How do you get out of the cycle? Get rid of Raga and Dvesha. Raga is I like, I want, I don't want, I don't like, I don't want, is Dvesha. Yes? How did this like and dislike come up? Because my mind went out and got lost in the five sense objects. The moment I see a beautiful sense object, I want to possess it. No, I want this to be mine. I want this to be mine. Big deal, go purchase it. It's sitting in your wardrobe. You don't even look at it anymore. No, I want it. Till the time you didn't get it, have you noticed how your mind is feverish to get it? After you get it, you've lost interest. Now the mind has found something else it wants to get. Have you woken up to this tendency of your mind? Everybody?
Yes.
This feverishness in the mind to want and not want is raga dvesha. This raga and dvesha creates karma. Yeah? In my karma bank, there is a debit credit all the time happening. I do something good, fantastic. I have positive karma. I do something bad, negative karma. But still my bank goes on increasing. How do I get out of it? How? Just meditation is enough? After meditation I get up and I start fighting with you. Both. Meditation, yes, will help me calm my mind down. This nama will happen. Now do you understand why Sudarshan Kriya? Yeah? What does Sudarshan Kriya do to you? It helps this nama to happen. Have you noticed? Initially when you sat and you started breathing, okay, there are some thoughts, he said this, she said this happened. Then you're breathing. The breathing breaks the pattern of the thought. Have you noticed? Yeah? And the pattern of the thought breaks. So I was thinking about her, suddenly she's gone for a few seconds and then the mind relaxed. Again she came back to my mind. Again I go back. Yeah? Again the pattern continues. Again with the fast cycles, it breaks. Happens? If you're really observant, you will notice it is a very scientific design behind this Kriya. Awesome. Guruji is a scientist, I see. Yeah. Spiritual scientist. How he came up with something that can again break the thought pattern, again break it, and then the mind just gives up. And then at the end, poof, for a few minutes you're gone. You're in complete bliss. That is so worth it, isn't it? Yeah. That is why you love to do Kriya, no? You don't even know the mechanism, how it is happening. Yeah, the mechanism is Nama. Got it? Yeah. So, drop. Recognize that all these karmas that I am creating only increases my karma bank. Let me drop. Drop the raga and dvesha. Drop. It's okay. You said crooked nose, now good. Say one more. Crooked eyes. Good. Yeah, by you saying something cannot take my peace away. My peace is not so cheap. Really. Can you make your peace really, really precious, invaluable, like a treasure? Nobody can just steal it away like that from me. One little comment, crooked nose, oh you are silly, oh you don't have brain. Doesn't matter. Just words. Do not give so much importance to sense of sound. Have you noticed when you did your homework, your maximum raga and dvesha you will find it in sense of sound or sense of sight? Notice? Yes? These are the biggest attachments. Huh.
But also suppose in the mind, any question comes up, right? Why? Why to me or something like that? Why the temperature in the room is less, right? Something comes up.
Huh.
Then also the mind goes outward, it goes in future to get the answer.
Yes.
So it doesn't stay in the moment. It doesn't stay in the present moment, right?
So the nama that you are doing in Sudarshan Kriya, you have to bring it in life with open eyes, in activity. Yes, it's no use every day 20 minutes I sit and meditate, I'm nice and calm. The moment I'm out, I'm all agitated, all the time my mind is going on. No use. I have to learn that skill with open eyes, that I do not create chaos here. And then of course it reflects here, right? If I create chaos here, this is going to be even more chaotic. Right? So, doing this nama with open eyes is the real secret. That is what you need to learn. That is the secret of the Upanishads.
That is why when we do the Sudarshan Kriya, we feel good for 3-4 hours. After that again we come back to the normal thing because of this.
Yes. Yeah, because we are not applying the knowledge. Yeah, from day to day, from moment to moment. Okay, right now I got angry, drop, let go. What do? No, I should have not got angry. So much knowledge I'm listening to. How did I get angry? This is very wrong. And I go on for that now. Initially I used to get angry at the other person. He did this, she did this. Now you're getting angry on yourself. But the anger is there, no boss? Are you seeing this? The object I have changed because I'm in spirituality. But I'm still getting angry. Drop. It's okay. Happen. Yeah? Too much rajas in the environment. It happened. Over. Finish. Next moment. This moment I am pure. Yeah? Next moment. Next moment. Next moment. Keep living life moment to moment to moment. This is the true application of knowledge. It was taught to you when? Do you remember? Happiness program, or in your time called the basic course. Most of you 10, 15. Yeah? Basic course, remember? Yes? Where do you have to live? In the now. Are you living? See, our basic course points have stuff from the Upanishad, huh? Again and again, practice this nama, coming back to the center, to the seer, the consciousness or the self that you are. Yeah? So far clear? Self is clear. Now you all know the self? Yeah? The seer cannot be seen. Because seer is the one who is seeing, right? So do not make these ideas up. Oh, in meditation I saw blue light, I saw white light. That is the seer. No. Or that is the self. These are all hallucinations. Your mind is hallucinating. Yeah? So recognize this. Wake up to this. We are talking about the Brahman or the consciousness. Now what is Brahman? Those who watch the video. That energy, that consciousness, yeah, which is everywhere in everything. Yeah? Go back to the beginning of creation. What was there? Nothingness. I'm talking even before your Big Bang. What was there? A pool of energy. That's it. Invisible. Nothing. No material. Yeah? Actually, no material exists anyway. We'll come to that. But right now, understand, in the beginning there was nothingness, just energy. Like this space here. That's all it was. That is the Brahman consciousness. What happened to it? Is it there right now? Yes, it is still there. Within the Brahman consciousness, what happened? What came out? Yeah? Purusha and Prakriti. What is Prakriti? Matter. The so-called matter. What is matter? What are the 5 elements? Earth, water, fire, ether and air. Yeah? These are the 5 elements that came out of this Brahman consciousness or this energy. Yes? This is Prakriti. These 5 elements is Prakriti. Yeah? But there was an energy individually running each Prakriti. Fire has its own energy of heat. Yeah? Water has its own quality of flowing and coolness. So there's an energy running each of this Prakriti. That is the Purusha element, which is a couple with the Prakriti. Got it? It does not mean that Purusha cannot exist without Prakriti. It is just the energy that drives this Prakriti. Yeah? Purusha can exist without Prakriti. What happens when this Prakriti dies? 80, 90, 100 years, what will happen to this body? It's going to be on the floor. What will happen to the Purusha aspect that is there? It is still there. You get it? This Purusha does not die. That Purusha itself is carrying the karma bag. And then depending on its karma, it goes through a period of rest and takes another body. This we'll talk more in detail in Kathopanishad. Yeah? How this happens. Yeah? But Hina Upanishad is understanding this Purusha.
But Prakriti can't exist without Purusha, right?
Prakriti cannot exist without Purusha. Yes? There has to be Purusha or the energy element running Prakriti. There is no Prakriti without Purusha.
But now you said in the karma video, the non-living object also has a Purusha. So how is that possible? Like the chair, table and all that?
Yeah, this iPad also. What is energy? What is electricity? It is that energy, no? Yeah? You think the space around us right now, this empty space, you think it has no energy? It is full of energy and it is not visible to this eye. This eye has a range. Those who did physics a little bit would know. You cannot see below that range, you cannot see above that range. But cats and owls can see. You know this? Yeah? Those who have cats in the house know this. So we have a physical limitation. So in this room, only 21 people are not there. You think 21 people are there. 21 pieces of Prakriti are there, definitely. Yes, but there is more Purusha than 21 here. Wait for it, we are coming to that. Yeah, so understand Purusha can exist independent of Prakriti. And even this non-living object has Purusha in it. Permutations and combinations, you understand? Yeah? The degree of energy varies in everything. Potential energy, kinetic energy we studied. Kinetic energy, it's moving. Potential energy,
Which is static.
static. Potential energy in a table also, no?
Yeah.
In a wall also, no?
Yes.
Do you remember physics class?
Yes.
Basic science. Yeah? Spirituality is not different from science at all. If you understand both together, it makes life so simple, I tell you. Beautiful. So this Purusha is everywhere. And this Purusha is not different from the Brahman consciousness. That you understood? The Brahman consciousness is like the ocean and Purusha is like the water which is inside the body of the fish. Yeah? I'm just giving an analogy to understand this better. For example, this is the ocean. Yeah? Sorry, my fish is very small. Yeah. But I remembered how to draw it. So this fish has water inside it. Can this fish live without the water?
No.
Can it say, I don't know the ocean?
No.
Ignorance, no, that would be. Yeah? Understand the water is inside the fish and outside the fish. The fish is alive because of the water outside it. You know this, right? What happens if I take this fish out of the water?
Die.
It dies. Exactly the same situation. We are in an ocean of prana. Because there is no real way to draw prana, that's all I do. Yeah, I hope everybody can see on the Google Hangout. Yeah, all I took is the chalk and I'm done. This is an ocean of prana or consciousness or Brahman. We are Prakritis of different shapes and sizes, whatever inside it. We cannot say there is Brahman. We are inside Brahman and Brahman is inside me. The piece of Brahman that is inside me I call Purusha. Got it? Sri Guruji said a beautiful thing. What is Brahman or consciousness? It is the prana of prana. Now what is prana? Life force energy. Yeah? Here, for this fish, what keeps it alive? Water. For a human being, what keeps it alive? Prana. Got it? It's not just this breath. Yeah? Breath is just the part of prana which through sense of touch you can experience. Yeah? But you actually have a physical body and a pranic body around your physical body. Yes? Around the pranic body, you have the mental body, the mind body. And around the mind body, you have the intuitive body. And around that, you have the blissful body. It is big. My body is not just this much. Yes? I am like a big ball of energy. And you've all experienced it. Suppose somebody is feeling very sad. You enter the room. Yeah? Somebody close in your family. You come into the room and you also start feeling sad. You also start feeling heavy. Noticed?
Yes.
Why? The prana and this prana came in contact. Even though physically they are standing far away, but the pranic body has come into contact. Similarly, if a group of people are just sitting and laughing and doing ha 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 ha, and you just enter the room, have you noticed you also start laughing? You're wondering why you're laughing.
Yes.
They've still not told you the reason, but you started laughing. You experienced that joy. Right? Because of the pranic body. This is the pranic body. This part. You yourself are in this pranic body. The physical body is inside the pranic body. The pranic body is not around the physical body. Got it? Now this same prana is there, and outside. Like the water is outside and inside. Yeah? So the prana of prana is Brahman. Got it? The prana of this prana is Brahman consciousness. Clear so far?
So, why do like sometimes when we are in the elevator and then we stand with somebody next to you, and sometimes the person is very close to you, you want it to move out. And
Same
suppose
thing.
so why
Same
that
thing.
happens then?
Yeah, it's the same thing, no? The person is agitated, angry about something. He's not feeling so good about something, and that entire energy is all around him. That is why you're so close to him, you start feeling that agitation. Have you noticed sometimes you just hate a person? You've never talked to him or her. First time you saw him in the office, and I don't want to be with the person. Happens?
Yes.
Prana. Are you understanding this? Yeah? The gross form of prana is your breath. Yeah? The grossest part of prana. So, if people say, oh, prana is just the breath, just smile.
But the thing is like as you say, like when we see somebody, we feel hate, like we feel don't want to talk or we get agitated. But that may be for that moment.
Yes, yes.
But when we be in touch with them or we talk to them, we got to know, oh man, that guy is very
nice. Yeah, that
that's
moment
not
he
feeling
was
at all.
agitated. That's it.
So, but at that time, like these two pranas, they are not talking to each other, like or having a good communication with each other.
Okay. Prana is not about words and nature.
Right.
Prana is the vibration you carry around you. Have you noticed you have a vibration about you?
Yes.
Yeah. Either people feel very happy being in your company, or people just
Don't want to be.
you know. Yeah. So you have this energy you carry around with you. Yeah. Your prana reflects your thoughts, your emotions, the energy that you carry. That is why when you meditate and you're a calmer person, a happier person, it reflects. People want to be with you. People come to you for advice. You don't have enough time to talk to all the people. Yes, so much love you start getting. Because you are living that love. Yeah? You are radiating that love. Like a crystal. It's in another Upanishad. We'll do that.
So you said breath is gross part or form of prana. So do we essentially try to use that gross form to go inside us?
Perfect. That is what we are doing, na? We use the breath, yeah, to break the activity of the mind. And what is emotion? The mind expressing itself physically is emotion. So we are not only breaking the activity of the mind, we are also breaking that emotion. Then we become calm, very calm and composed. Using the prana, we are connecting to the self that we are. Very beautiful.
What is emotion?
Emotion is nothing but the mind expressing itself through the body. For example, when you get angry, don't you feel it somewhere in your body? Where? Here. That's why you say, no, my head is hot with anger. My eyes are bloodshot red. All that drama. What? Fumes are coming out from the ears. From where has all this come? Because an emotion kind of throws itself out through a particular area in your body. So where the mind meets the physical, that is a chakra. And at chakras you feel emotions. This is Agnya chakra. And this is where you feel the anger. This only can be turned around and made awareness, sharpness, focus, clarity in life.
As Guruji was saying in the video about nostrils, right? Surya Nadi and Chandra Nadi. But he says in one time, like 3 nadis are active. Chandra Nadi, Surya Nadi, and the middle of that is
Sushumna Nadi.
Fire.
Most of the time Sushumna Nadi is not active. Yeah? Most of the time it's either the Ida or the Pingala. We call him Surya and Chandra. Yeah? In Sanskrit it is Ida and Pingala. The problem with that is that we are either on one side or the other. Yeah? Either right brain or left brain. Yeah? So we don't come to the center. When you start doing meditation, pranayam, doing all these practices to do the nama, the Sushumna Nadi opens up. You heard about Kundalini? You've heard that word? Yeah? So Kundalini is nothing but this Sushumna Nadi opening up completely. So now this pranic body that you have, what does it have? What is it comprised of? Guruji told you, nadis. 172,000 nadis. 172,000 nadis. What nadis? What are they? Guruji explained it. Channels of prana. This prana that we are talking about. Now prana is clear. This prana is moving in my entire system. It's moving through those nadis. Do not try to equate them with nerves in the body. It's not equal to the nervous system in the physical body. You cannot dissect the physical body and look for nadis. Yeah? It's not in the physical body. It's in the pranic body, the body of prana. Yes? And in that nadi system, these 3 are the most essential. Ida, Pingala, and the central is the Sushumna Nadi. When right is open, left brain is working. What is left brain?
Logic.
Left brain. Logic.
Logic.
Yeah. When your left nostril is working, then right brain. What is right brain? Creativity. So you are listening to music, knowledge, music, same thing. Not really absorbing anything. Yeah. So if you are all the time in your left nostril, you are not really listening. Because Guruji, wow, happens to you, in the ashram. Yeah. You go for art of silence, and what silence and what knowledge, Guruji. Finished. Everything is just love and devotion. Yeah, good. At its time it's good. But when knowledge is there, what should it be? Both. Otherwise you get stuck in logic. Have you noticed? And logic is limited. Logic belongs to what? Intellect. Mind perceives information, intellect dissects this information, right, wrong, good, bad, I like, I don't like, this is the way it should be, this is not the way it should be. This processing of information is done by the intellect. Logic belongs to intellect. Brahman or prana is beyond this intellect, no? So if you are lost only in logic, beyond a certain point you will stop understanding. Got it? And if you're lost in music, you're like just lost. Yeah, that is why what? A balance of both nadis is essential.
But it changes every hour, right?
Yes, it changes according to the time of the day also. Yeah, metabolism of the body affects the right and left nostril. But when you are listening to knowledge, irrespective of the time of the day, yeah, if both is there, you're really attentive. Check.
Yes, mine. Both and
How many right? How many right?
So my mind switched predominantly to left when I was listening to words. Now, in this session, my predominant was the right.
It's okay. You just recognize it. Yeah? Even just by doing an alternate nostril pranayam, you can balance it. How many of you have learned alternate nostril pranayam? Almost everybody. Everybody. That also helps balance it. Yeah? And the mind is not so lost either in the creativity and the beauty of it, or it's not stuck in the logic. It brings the perfect balance to help go beyond the realm of the mind. Yeah? This is beyond the realm of the mind, no? It's difficult to perceive. Yes? But when your mind is open, that connection happens. And you can grasp even the highest knowledge. Because you are not different from the prana. The knowledge is there all around you. Yeah? But I have limited myself because of logic. Or because of my getting totally into love and creativity. I am not looking beyond. Yes? When I break this limitation and look beyond, I can grasp all the knowledge that is around. That is Brahman. That which is all around me, that which is within me, that which is the prana of prana. That is the only thing that is worth knowing, and that is the only thing that is permanent or satyam.
that takes practice. Intellectually we can understand.
It doesn't take practice. It actually takes dropping this, I want to logically understand this, I want to do this, this wanting to do in the mind is the only cause which is preventing us from understanding. Yeah? You know the Eureka story? Eureka. Archimedes. Come on, we studied in school. Yeah? He wanted to know, what was his experiment?
How much gold was there in the crown without melting it?
Huh.
The problem was he could not melt it, because if he tried to melt it, it would be destroyed, and if it was really gold, then he would be in trouble. So then, for the longest time, he thought, and then he said, oh, to hell with it, let me just have a bath. And he went into his bathtub, which was full, and as he went in, the water displaced, and he was a calm mind, and he realized that he could now find out, just by displacing water, the density and the mass of the crown.
The volume that was displaced is equal to the...
And that was a moment for him called Eureka. And so, in that moment of, he had a blank mind, he got the answer.
Got it? Even scientists, when they are actually experimenting and their head is going on, no, it should be like this, 1 + 1 is equal to 2, why is it not coming? When the mind is feverish to know, it doesn't come in that moment. When he let go of it, went and sat in his bath and the water displaced, and he was like, oh, it was so simple, Eureka! Got it? Yeah? It's the letting go that will help you, not putting an effort for a long time that will help you understand. Got it? same thing is with the Brahman or the Purusha or the consciousness or the prana. Let go this thing of wanting to understand. The moment you let go, it happens. You see, eureka.